This is how much money you can be expecting to make with about 5,000 subscribers and a year of being monetized.
Our names are Mike and Heather. We're traveling the US in our van Appa on a mission to visit all 50 states. Subscribe and join us as we try to figure out this whole van life thing. As always, thanks for watching.
Hello, we are diverting you from a regularly scheduled travel vlog to share some updates with channel analytics. If you've been following along with us for a while, you'll remember that when we hit 1,000 subscribers and were monetized, we thought it would be really cool to share what the actual analytics of our YouTube channel was, the type of viewership hours we were getting, how much we were making, and some of the details about the videos. So crossing another big threshold felt like a good time to update you all on where our YouTube channel is.
We've been monetized for a little over a year. We got monetized last January and it is now March. So that is a year and 3 months, if I can do math right. And we also have just over 5,000 subscribers. So if you're curious of what about a year of monetization looks like and about 5,000 subscribers, we're gonna dive into all of that. When you first log on to YouTube as a content creator, it looks a little bit different than it does when you're just a regular user on YouTube. You get the typical homepage where you can see videos, playlists, and community and channel information, all the information that you would see if you were to just go to our channel as a regular YouTube user. But if you come over here to manage videos, you're gonna get an even better sense of everything that goes on with our channel because it takes you to the dashboard. So here's a listing of all of our content, but we're gonna click the dashboard button to see a little bit more. What's really fun is when you do have a video that's #1, it actually comes up with little fireworks. So this one has dropped to #2 because you can see your latest video performance compared to your last 10 that you recently posted. So for the first day, it was actually #1 and we got the little fireworks celebration. So that was really cool. Since then, it has dropped to #2, but that's okay. Honestly, the majority of our videos kind of drop lower as the week goes because of the view and all that. So this isn't anything unusual, honestly. It's a little bit lower than that usually, but I think because the 5K was so exciting, we got a lot more people viewing that one.
And what's really great is all of this is updated in real time. So
Yeah.
you get your subscriber count, the video performance information, all of that is real time as opposed to maybe looking at just the channel if you were a regular viewer. So it's nice to know where you are, how videos are performing, and things like that when you look at it.
And then anytime you do get a new achievement, you'll have this area right here that says new achievement, 5,000 subscribers. If you click view analytics, you get even more information and it kind of explains how you got to that new achievement. So for us, it's saying your hard work has paid off. Publishing more helped your channel get 81% more views than usual. Something that we've learned as we're posting on YouTube, which may seem like a no-brainer, but the more you post, the more your channel grows. And we saw this the last time when we got to 1,000 too, that when we were posting once a week, it was really slow. Once we bumped it up to twice a week, YouTube really started promoting our videos more because any social media's ultimate goal is to keep people on their platform because they make money. So they're gonna promote and encourage content creators who have a lot of content to audiences because if you're posting every week, those people are gonna come back every week for you. Watch the Netflix movie, what is it? The documentary? Social Experiment?
No, it was,
What is it?
we'll have to look it up. But while Heather's looking that up, it's really great because that gives you information. So YouTube telling us your videos are doing better, your channel is doing better because you're posting more, lets us know that as a posting strategy, that's successful and something that if we continue to do, we'll see better results in terms of our channel performance.
The documentary is called Social Dilemma. I just looked it up, but basically it just explains like kind of the negative aspects of social media, but more about why different platforms are wanting users to stay on is because they make money. So all of that to say is the more that you put out there, the more that these platforms kind of reward you because you're one of the people who are putting out lots of content and therefore in their minds are going to continue to draw people in.
But thank you all for engaging with our content because we've been rewarded through YouTube's algorithm because of the positive engagement that we've had by posting more. Heather's done a great job with getting the videos edited. We've definitely been able to see the growth represented in the graphs.
The more content that you make, the more work that you have throughout the week. So it does get kind of challenging. And one of the things that I find hard is that I am a perfectionist. So I want to spend as much time on the video as possible, but then it gets to like the night before and it's like, all right, I just got to put up whatever I have because done is better than perfect. So that's definitely something that I've had to really like come to terms with. If like the editing is a little bit off or the coloring or whatever, YouTube is saying that it's more important just to get a video up than to have it perfect, because the people who genuinely like your content are gonna watch it and support you and be there for you, and we cannot thank you all enough for being those people for our channel.
And we do fully acknowledge that in terms of filmmaking and in terms of doing all of this YouTube stuff, we are still very much in the learning phase.
Yeah.
We have what we think is a pretty good camera, and it's probably way too much camera for us.
That's the problem. We have a good camera. We just don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
So we've been watching YouTube videos and trying to learn how to
more,
do it better. Yeah, we've been trying to watch a lot of editing videos to see how we can adjust exposure and everything.
Yeah, color correcting, things like that. So everything is a work in progress. So
yeah.
Being as far into this as we are, it may feel like we know what we're doing, but no, we're still very much beginners.
And learning as we go,
Yes.
especially through the channel analytics page. So again, you can see our views go up, and every time we post a video, you can see that that we get more and more views on those days, because that's the day that it's first posted, and then it kind of dips until we post again. So you can only imagine how much this would dip if we were only posting once a week and not having these spikes throughout the week as well. And not only does it go by views, but it also shows you your watch time hours, the actual hours people have spent on watching your videos. It tells us how many new subscribers that we've gained, and that's 86 more than usual.
You're able to change what you see on this graph because this is only in the last 28 days. So YouTube shows you 28 days. That's kind of their sort of monthly analytics, but you can actually change that to be a year, 3 months, lifetime of your channel. I didn't say those in ascending or descending order, but basically you have the ability to look further back or at smaller time period increments to get a better sense of what your channel is doing. So there's lots of control you have over being able to view the details and analytics on your channel.
And we'll dive into the money part in just a second here, but I want to scroll down to the bottom here where it says, why are your views higher than usual? So you can see where your views came from and how people are finding your channel. A lot of our views and the way people are finding your channel are still coming from all of our van build videos. Even though we made those 2 years ago now, or we posted them about 2 years ago.
Yeah, and they were some of the first videos we put out in terms of content.
Yeah, they are still drawing in the most people to our channel. So the top content this period is still our 4 Transit for 2 van tour. Second to that is Alaska. So I think because a lot of people are getting ready for this upcoming year of travel and are looking for their own Alaska trips, they've found ours through keyword research. So these are the keywords in the videos that people are finding that are bringing them to our channel. So first, still our van tour stuff, because even the third one in this list is our bed size and how Mike fits in there and like the explanation of our bed. The next one, again, another van build one, and then Route 66. So similar to Alaska, we're assuming that people are gearing up for their summer travels, which is great, and are looking for awesome road trips, which Route 66 definitely is one, and have stumbled across our videos because we recently posted those ones. So you can kind of see which videos are getting you more
engagement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these again are kind of the 2 big trips that we did, which was Route 66, Alaska, and a lot of the ones in between aren't really gaining that much traction.
Comparatively.
Like our California ones or whatever. So people are mostly finding us through those 3 niches at this time.
People will see those videos, maybe like the van, and then are curious to see how it actually travels. We'll watch some of the other videos, maybe subscribe from that point and sort of join the community as you all have done.
Going based off of like how people find our channel, there's other tabs up here. So we're on the overview one, but if you click over to research, you can actually click your viewer searches and see how they found your channel. So you can see that search terms that our videos pop up for a lot that YouTube suggests for them are van life, Route 66, van build, 4 Transit, 4 Transit Connect, mini van camper, nomad internet. So that must be from our
the Calyx Institute video.
So when you're titling your videos or creating descriptions on your YouTube, these would be the keywords that we would want to include because this is how people are finding us. So going back to the content section, we can see how people do find our videos. So the majority of people who are finding our channel are doing it through suggested videos. So that means that our videos are appearing alongside videos that they're already watching, and then people click them because it relates or is something that's interesting to them. So about 34% of the people who watch us have found us through suggested videos. So then the other one would be browse and then YouTube search, where they're actually typing in terms that our channel is popping up for.
The growth that we get from the two very popular videos. If someone is looking for different Ford Transit Connect builds, they may watch one and then ours could get suggested after that. And so that's a lot of sort of the traffic coming to the channel in those two big first categories.
Continuing on, we're going to click the audience tab because this is the one that I find most interesting. I think I said this last time, but because social media is all about bringing people together, so it's really fun to know more about you all who watch our channel, and I guess
in a creepy YouTube
I was gonna say
way.
kind of like a creepy nosy way, but also like more of just like, oh wow, we have people watching from here, and like this is the time of days that they're watching. There's a lot of information that they actually collect on you all, so
yeah, but please don't stop watching our videos.
yeah. Okay, and then down here it gets a little bit more of beneficial for us, so that way we know when to post, but we can see when the majority of you all are online and watching YouTube. So it seems like between noon and 6 on Sunday is the most popular day. I think that kind of goes for a lot of different YouTube niches. It seems to be that Sunday is the most popular day to post because that's when the most people are on YouTube, regardless of your niche. But even for our channel here, it seems like the majority of all you are on Sunday from noon to 6, which honestly is when we usually watch our YouTube and get caught up in all the vlogs that we enjoy. And then throughout the week, it's similar. It looks like a lot of people are from noon to 6. It's a less amount, but I think it's that lunch period around noon is peak time, and then in the afternoon. And then Saturday it starts going up a little bit more, but Sunday is really the day that the majority of people are on YouTube watching our content.
What that allows us to do is know when the best time to release content is, because when your content goes live, the better it does sooner.
In the first hour. So you get, like, YouTube doesn't give you any analytics for the first hour. It just kind of watches what happens. So that's why liking, commenting, especially when a video goes up, really helps YouTube know if it's going to be a successful video and it's going to promote it, or it's going to kind of brush it under the rug and continue to promote some of your old stuff.
So something like that is really helpful in terms of channel growth for knowing when is the best time to post. We're not always the best at it, but we do try and get there.
Yeah. And I will say that even if you leave a negative comment or dislike it, that still counts as engagement, and YouTube still counts that as a win, because even if people are angry about your video, it's still keeping people on watching. So regardless if you're liking, commenting, nice things or mean things, not just on our channel, but any channel, just know that you're still helping out those content creators. So take that information with what you will. So it also tells us where the majority of our audience is located. So looks like 58% of our views come from the United States, second to the UK, and then Canada, and then continues down from there. But to see that there's any percentage from any of these countries is just so cool.
People all around the world watching our videos is...
Except in Taiwan, apparently.
But there may have been views from that location previously. So all that to say, it's for us really amazing and humbling to see that our videos are being watched by people all around the world. And that's just absolutely not something we ever expected. It's really cool.
Because a lot of you do comment, and we're so grateful for that. It really does make our day when we do get comments
about where you're watching from, whether it's in the United States or from somewhere else around the world, just to think that they're beyond what we can see out here.
But then even people
there's a whole world
who live in our
watching.
Backyard are commenting, and I'm like, it is such a small world if you really think about it. So yeah, it's just really cool that we're getting to create a community from people all over the world who are all so kind, and we can't say thank you enough. If you watched our last video, you'll know that too. But then you can also go to viewers' age, so we can see the age ranges that a lot of people in our channel are watching. So I don't know what we'd actually do with any of this information, but it's pretty interesting, I guess, to know.
That's actually one of the things that we've noticed has changed a lot from our first video that we did. So looking back at our analytics when we hit 1,000 subscribers, the audience that we had was actually pretty different. So it's cool to see how the community has grown and different people watching. Again, thank you to everyone who has been watching from the beginning. Thank you to new subscribers and new viewers. It's just really incredible to look at this and think about like the people behind these numbers.
But now the real reason why you're here, to know how much we got paid for YouTube, because I'm the same way. I like to know. I'm a tad bit nosy sometimes, so we'll just dive right into that part.
Yeah, and it's interesting just to think, how much do you actually make off of YouTube.
Yeah, and then you're gonna know why we can't quit our jobs just yet. So we're gonna click the revenue tab, and what it does is bring you up an estimate for this amount of money that you're gonna make this particular month. So based off of like our watch time hours, it's estimating that we're gonna make about $227.28 this particular month. And you can see it's up about $37 more than usual.
When you see these numbers, it's not necessarily the month of January or of February or of March. That number is just from today, 28 days ago. So that number kind of continues to update, but you can specifically look at certain months to see how your channel performed during that time.
The next question you might have is, well, how do you actually make money off of YouTube? Like, what does that even mean? Like, where are you getting this money from? And it's all the ads. So YouTube is making money off channels that aren't even monetized. They're just keeping all that money. And once you become monetized, they share a little bit with you. So the way that we're making money is off of our watch page ads. So when you set up your monetization page, you can choose what type of ads go in your video. We haven't done any of the mid-roll ones because
More so, I think, from a personal standpoint, we always would get annoyed at mid-credit or mid-roll ads.
And maybe that'll change.
Or maybe we could put them on some videos or something like that. But at this point in time, we haven't felt like they're a necessary thing. Maybe for longer videos, we could put them in, but...
Yeah. But this is just to show you that technically this isn't as much money as we can be making because we only okayed ads before and after, and like the ones that pop up that you kind of have to like click away. We've only approved those ones for YouTube to put in between our videos. We haven't done the ones halfway through our videos yet. This number could theoretically be a little bit higher if you were forced to watch another ad in the middle and do that. But for us, this is how much it is.
Yeah.
So we make money off of the watch things, or the watch page ads, and then YouTube Premium. You still help out. So however they divvy up your subscription money, we get a little portion of it. So it looks like we're going to make about $10 off of everybody who's watching on YouTube Premium. Fan funding, I think this is for if you have like a channel membership, which we do not have. So it's kind of like a Patreon, but
on YouTube's
version of that. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll dive into the rest of the money. Okay, top earning content. So this is interesting because again, the videos that were top viewed are the ones back from 2 years ago, and the videos that we're making the most money off of, because obviously those are the ones that are being watched, are the ones that we put up 2 years ago. So our Ford Transit Connect van build one is still making us the most money
almost
this month.
And that's 38% of the money that we made this month is still from that video, and that again is consistent really across all months. It is always something that is a good generator, which if you're making content, having
evergreen content they call it,
is really a great source of kind of channel income, because this was something we did 2 years ago or a year ago, and it's still being a huge generator for the channel.
In researching like how to grow on YouTube and everything, a lot of the people who are trying to give you tips or say create evergreen content, meaning create content that doesn't get outdated or like kind of have like an irrelevance to it after a while, which van tours won't, because everybody's always going to be looking for it. And even if it's 10 years down the road, you still might be looking for this particular van to like build out. So it'll be interesting to see, because we are wanting to do another van tour because we've made so many adjustments to our van. What happens to our channel analytics at that point? Like, will it overcome this one, or will this one still be number one? Will it even be as popular?
Because it is sort of another one with that.
Yeah.
But in general, that's something that sort of is nice for both parts of it, because at this point we've spent so much time in the van that we have made changes to the build in small ways. We've figured out what items do and don't work, and so we have content kind of planned around sharing that with you, because with that small a space you do have to be very specific about what you bring in the van. So that's something we'll have videos about in the future, and it's going to be interesting to see how they do.
If our upcoming van-centered videos will overtake these ones, or if these ones are just like the ones that people find and find and stick with. We're gonna move away from the last 28 days because everything we've been showing you so far has been in the context of this 28 days. We're gonna go for the last couple of months, and then we're gonna go the entire lifetime of our channel.
I don't know when the last time I looked at it to see how much.
Yeah, I haven't, to be honest, we don't really look at the monetization page because obviously we're very grateful that we're getting some money, but this is not any money to be able to sustain like any of our actual expenses off of. So this is kind of just a fun bonus money at this point.
It's been really cool because we've been
Fills
able
the gas tank a couple times.
to put it towards the gas tank or put it towards different equipment and stuff that we use in traveling or making content and stuff like that. So it's been more directed towards that, and it hasn't really been an income replacement by any means. So, and I think you'll see with the numbers why that is.
So you can see that March currently is ongoing. We've so far made $195. So in February made about 217, January 186, and December 161. So these 2 months in learning more about YouTube, what I've seen from a lot of other creators who've been explaining their analytics or like how YouTube works as a whole is that December and January are typically slow months on YouTube because a lot of people
like take breaks from creating content, so there's not necessarily lots of new stuff on there.
Yeah, so people are, you know, with their families, with the craziness of the holidays, and then they're not, especially in like the travel niche, they're not looking for things to do during that time. Everybody's home, and it's after the crazy hecticness. Springtime is where people start planning their trips for the summer, not so much during the holiday season. December and January were definitely dips. Now, that is also when we started posting more than once a week, because when we were on the road in October and November and all the months previously, we were only posting once a week because it was really hard to work, travel, and edit and post. So it was only once a month while we were gone for like our big trip. We would have loved to post more, but that's just unfortunately how it happened, and a lot of the times we would actually miss uploads too. Which...
and that was a learning process. I think when we started traveling, we were anticipating posting pretty regularly and staying close to current with where we were with the travels and where we were with YouTube.
I think we were just really overly ambitious.
And
we prioritized traveling rather than the editing side of things, and like because we were moving around quite frequently. We were working, and then at the end of the day sometimes you want to just relax and not get in front of your computer and work. So that was something we learned while we were on the road, that if we wanted to get work done specifically, we would need to schedule in sort of buffer days or things like that, and we just didn't have those. Exactly. So we talked about in the future of moving slower, which would give us an opportunity to get some of like our fun projects done, like on YouTube and making videos. But the style of travel that we were doing in our van, because it was so small and because we wanted to go everywhere, fast-paced road trips were kind of what we had to do to get our goal done.
We'll probably talk a little bit more about the travel style and how we went through everything in one of the videos in the future about our actual travel and recapping that. But yeah, we definitely moved at a faster pace than I think a lot of people will on a 50 states tour. And the fact that we completed it in a little under 2 years, I think is kind of a testament to how quickly we were moving at times.
But now we're going to go into the lifetime of our channel, so that way you can see how much we've made as a whole. So let's click there. We made our channel in May 2021. We didn't post our first video until June though. So you can see the whole time that we were posting from June, which is when we posted our first video, till the end of December, beginning of January in 2021 when we first got monetized. So since then, it's been kind of like a steady up.
Yeah, it's continuing to grow. I think the section that we saw the biggest increase was kind of when we were releasing some of those van content videos that are still performing really well. That saw the biggest jump at that point. And then since there, it kind of has been more of a gradual increase, but it has been increasing as we've been going, which is really cool and really encouraging to see.
We make anywhere from about $130 a month to now about $250 a month off of YouTube.
Yeah.
But total, our channel in its entire lifetime has made about $2,471. So if you think about it that way, that's a big number. Even though
Yes.
$130 doesn't feel like a lot every month, add it all up. We've made $2,471 just off
Yeah.
of posting on social media.
Yeah, and for that, we're so grateful. Like we've said, it's not necessarily a number that allows you to quit your day job and do this, but for something that we had started doing to be able to have these memories or show them to family and friends and be able to share these travels with other people. And what's been a really enjoyable experience for us to know
Yeah.
that we've been able to earn just about $2,500 off of the community that we've been able to grow is just incredible. So even though that's maybe not the biggest number, it feels huge for us.
Yeah. And that's kind of the reason why we want to show you our analytics, to show that you really do make a difference. Somewhere, I need to figure out how to get there, but you can actually see the video specifically and how much each one has earned you.
Go back to this one.
I think it's right here, top earning content.
Oh yeah.
Because that's really interesting, because you can see that, yeah, gotta change it to lifetime. So you can see that the #1 earning video for us is our Ford Transit Connect van tour. It has brought us $935.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so just that one video has brought us almost $1,000. So it's brought us 37.9% total of our money that we've made.
And that's actually pretty close to what it was on a monthly basis as well. When we were looking at like the last 28 days, I think that was a similar number to total contribution in that breakdown too.
Yeah, and second is the Ford Transit Connect micro camper van build one. That's brought us in $206, which is a pretty big difference from our #1 video that's bringing it in, which is the van tour. It went from $935 to the closest one, second, is only about $200. So is there anything else that we can share?
I think the money is probably the most fun part.
Yeah. If there's anything specific that you want to see regarding our analytics, let us know. If you like this type of video, let us know. If you're like, this is boring, we don't care, let us know that too. I just find this stuff super interesting and figured somebody out there would be, because before we started a YouTube, we had no idea that this dashboard even existed or how people got money, how much to really expect when you're making it. So I guess when I saw people with 5,000 subscribers, I was like, wow, they made it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know? They must be making so much money, or like, wow, they're big YouTubers. But the reality is, this is how much money you can be expecting to make with about 5,000 subscribers and a year of being monetized.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching this one. We know it's a little bit different than the content that we normally put out, but we were really excited to share this with you and continue to keep you all posted on how YouTube has been going for us, because all of this is possible because of the support and views that we get from all of you. So we thank you for all of this that we're able to have from YouTube, and hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the YouTube content or anything associated with that, let us know in the comments so that we can answer those, or if there are other videos that you would like us to create in this space, let us know and we'll be happy to do those. But until then, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.